All right, we'll get started lying down, any comfortable position for you. All right, so once you make your way down to the earth, taking a moment to let's connect with the earth first. So noticing the touch points of your body on the earth. Noticing what sensations you feel beneath you. And take deep inhales in through your nose, into your diaphragm. Long, slow exhales out. With each exhale, softening your body, releasing any tension that you feel. And perhaps imagine that those touch points on the earth are growing roots. Your roots move down into the earth and hook into the soil to keep you steady, to keep you grounded, and to keep you safe. Imagine Mother Earth holding you here, providing you with nutrients and love. With every exhale, if there's something that isn't needed, perhaps you imagine sending it down into the earth, allowing Mother Earth to take it away from you. And on your inhale, drawing in her compassion. Perhaps you slow down your breath here just a little bit. Taking deeper inhales and even longer exhales. See if you can breathe through your nose. Every exhale, releasing whatever isn't needed today. And with every inhale, drawing in whatever it is that you need from the earth. So during our class today, anytime that your mind starts to wander, I invite you to come back to your connection to the earth, whatever parts of you are there, touching the earth. Hook in the roots into the soil, stay grounded and present. So let's find a few more rounds of breath here. And then making some small movements in your fingers and toes. Perhaps you roll around wrists and ankles. I think today's class will stay close to the ground. All right, so finding any movements you need here. And then we're going to come into a banana shape, a C shape here on the earth. So we'll bring the legs out long, arms reach up and back behind you, fingernails to the earth. We're going to keep our hips on the earth and we're going to reach the arms, shoulders, head over towards the right side, and legs shift over towards the right side. Maybe the right hand grabs the left wrist to find a little more length along the left side. Maybe that left ankle crosses over the right. Once you find a comfortable place here on the earth, releasing any tension that you feel. Right, so I'm going to find us some from the heart affirmations. Our first one, I am safe to explore new love with others. I am safe to explore new love with others. All right, let's come back to center. And then making your way over to the other side, hips, shoulders, head to the left, legs to the left. Find the variation that feels good for you here on this side. It might be different. And then soften. So any of these affirmations that come up that maybe resonate with you or speak to you, feel free to use them during your practice. And if something doesn't resonate with you, just allowing it to go. I remove any illusion that hides the truth. The answers are before me. I remove any illusion that hides the truth. The answers are before me. Okay, one more round of breath. And then we'll allow the arms and legs to come back to center. All right, And let's place both feet on the earth, knees are bent, repositioning your back flat on the earth. And we're going to find a wind relief pose. So hugging the right knee in towards the chest, activating the right foot. If it's in your body, left leg comes long. Maybe you send the right knee towards the right armpit rather than the chest. Maybe find a little movement here. So as you inhale in through the diaphragm, allow the leg to move away to create space for your breath. And as you exhale, draw the knee in. All right, so whenever you're ready, finding your way to the other side. So the right foot will come to the earth, hug the left knee in, activating the left foot. Maybe the right leg comes long. So same thing as before on this side. And once this side feels complete for you, we're going to place both feet on the earth, knees are bent. Okay, we're going to walk the feet close to each other. And then crossing the right knee over the left knee. And then with our arms, we're going to reach them up towards the sky. We're going to do something a little different than what we normally do here. So instead of grabbing opposite elbows, we're going to place our hands over on top of opposite shoulders and allow the arms to be heavy. So it might be like hands come by your head, elbows might point up towards the sky. Just make sure you can breathe. Okay, so they're kind of like empty coat sleeves, just hanging out here on top of you. And then you're going to find some movement here. So maybe it's just with the upper body, small movements from side to side, or maybe it's the lower body going one way and the upper body going the other direction. Could be just the legs too, could be just the lower body moving, whatever feels good for you here. And just moving back and forth. Notice what you feel in the spine, maybe in the hips, in the thighs. What are your shoulders telling you this morning? Just take your time. It's kind of like we're doing eagle on our back. Okay, coming back to center, changing the cross of your legs and changing the cross of your arms, whichever one is on top becomes the one that's behind. And same thing as before, finding movements that feel good for you here. All right, let's come back to center, uncrossing the arms, uncrossing the legs, repositioning the back flat on the earth. We'll bring the feet wide on the mat and windshield wiper the knees from side to side. And then we're going to activate our feet. So slightly curling back the toes and allow the legs to drop over to the right side. and then soften. Release any tension in your feet and your hips. Notice where you feel this. It could be anywhere from the back all the way down the left hip into the left thigh. You might feel it somewhere else. It's okay. I experience love in all its beautiful glory. I experience love in all its beautiful glory. All right, windshield wipering the knees again, side to side. And then activating your feet, allowing the knees to drop to the left, and then soften. Maybe here you feel the backs of your arms, your hands, maybe the backs of your hands rooting down into the earth. Let's bring the knees back to center. Windshield wiper just a few more times. All right, and then whenever you're ready, rolling over to one side, whichever side is calling for you. And then making your way up to seated. So any comfortable seated position here for you. And we'll start with just some circles in the body. Maybe they're big circles, little circles. Find whatever feels amazing for you right now. And going in the opposite direction if you haven't already. Coming back to center. Okay, so from here, a little movement in the arms. We'll place the right hand on the earth, left palm faces up, reaching up and over. Inhaling to center and exhaling over to the other side. And just moving back and forth here with your own breath. And you can come over as far as it feels good, as long as both sit bones remain on the earth. Let's go one more time in each direction. And then making your way over to right hand on the earth, left arm up and over. We'll hang out here for a few rounds of breath. We're going to roll the left shoulder back and down the spine. If you can, straighten the arm, palm faces down. All right, and then we're going to find some movement here. So placing the left hand behind the head. And then when you're ready, you may need to back out a little bit, come a little higher. When you're ready, turn your torso, turn your heart so your heart faces down towards the earth. And then you're going to rotate back to the side, maybe even up towards the sky a little bit. Continue rotating here. So again, if it feels like too much, back out, sit a little bit higher up. As you send the elbow down, maybe you find kind of like a bit of a tuck in the elbow. So you're kind of sending the elbow down towards the earth, feeling a little bit more of a round in the spine, and then open back up. Let's do one more. And then we'll reach the left arm up and over to the left side. Right arm reaches up and over. Find length here. See if you can straighten the arm, soften the shoulder back and down the spine. Same thing on this side. Right hand comes behind the head. We're going to rotate the heart down towards the earth and then rotate the heart up towards the sky. And as you move through this, try not to collapse in on the left hand, maybe even gripping your fingers into the earth. Trying not to lock out the elbow. All right, one more time in each direction. And then coming back to center. We're going to come back up. All right, let's bring the feet wide on the mat. Windshield wipering the knees from side to side. And then whenever you're ready, I'm opposite of you, allowing your legs to drop over towards the right side. So keep the feet active as the knees come down. You may have to reposition yourself. Basically, it's a pinwheel shape, so the right shin is parallel and in front of you, not parallel, horizontal in front of you, and then the left knee out to the side. All right, right hand comes down to the earth, left arm reaches up and over, find length. Inhaling to center, exhaling, left hand comes down, right arm reaches up and over. Inhale, coming up to center. Exhale, we're going to place that right hand on the earth and we're going to find a twist. So left hand will come to the right knee, right hand behind you. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, turn to the right. Just as far as it feels good. Keeping a nice straight spine. All right, let's make our way back towards that front shin, the right shin or right calf. We're gonna bring the hands out in front, activate that right foot, and then hinge forward from the hips, only going as far as it feels comfortable. And listen to your body. So for example, if the floor feels uncomfortable, find a blanket. Only go as far as it feels good. That left hip will likely come up off the earth. Totally okay. With every exhale, melting your heart down. I experience love. in all its beautiful glory. Okay, so maybe you stay here, or maybe you start to slowly walk your hands over towards the right side. So you're going to be going over, your torso is going over that right knee. I'm going to reach away a little bit further. Just a little shift in the way it feels. And then maybe you stay here, or maybe you continue walking over towards the right side. Maybe you reach the arms away or forearms to the earth. Melting the heart down. All right, let's walk the arms all the way back so that our torso is going over that right leg. Activate the right foot and slowly making your way back up. Okay. So maybe you place the right hand on the earth beside you, reach up and over, or maybe if it's in your body, shifting your weight up onto your knees, send the hips forward, reach the arm up, maybe back behind you. Joy pose. Opening the heart, feeling joy, feeling love. And exhale to lower. All right, we're gonna bring the feet back to center and windshield wiper the knees again a few more times. And whenever you are ready, this time dropping the legs to the left side. All right, left hand comes beside you, right arm reaches up and over. Find length. So maybe you reach the arm further away, or maybe you send the right rib cage up towards the sky. Right side of the rib cage, not its own rib cage. Ah. Inhale to center and exhaling over to the other side. All right, inhale to center. We're going to activate the left foot. Hands come in front of the left leg, hinge forward from the hips. Melting the heart down. I am safe to explore new love with others. I am safe to explore new love with others. Oh, we forgot our twist. I knew we were forgetting something. I'll fit it in. All right, so from here, let's start walking the hands over towards the left side, if that's comfortable for you. Torso's going over that left thigh. Maybe you walk the hands over a little further to the left, so torso's going over more of the left thigh. Maybe you reach long or come down onto forearms. Slowly walking all the arms all the way back. Come on up to seated, keeping the legs where they are in your pinwheel. Find that twist before joy pose. So right hand to the left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale to turn. I remove any illusion that hides the truth. The answers are before me. On your inhale, coming back to center. Left hand to the earth, right arm reaches up and over. Maybe you stay here, or perhaps you shift up onto your knees, joy pose. Exhale to lower. We're going to windshield wiper the knees a few more times. Last time, at least in this pose. All right. And then we're going to make our way over into a tabletop pose. From tabletop, let's find just some organic movements. So maybe it's C-shape, figure eight. You could be making circles with the hips. What feels good for you in your spine, maybe in the rest of your body. All right, we're going to come to table. And then we're going to shift our weight forward and come all the way down. Find just a baby cobra to begin. Hands are by the side, shoulders roll back and down the spine. Tuck the elbows, tops of the feet push down in the earth. Lift the heart and continue looking down. Couple of rounds of breath. All right, exhale to lower. We're going to find Sphinx pose and then a variation here in our legs. So forearms come to the earth, elbows underneath the shoulders, arms are parallel to each other. We roll the shoulders back and down the spine, push the earth away from us, and energetically draw the arms in towards the body. So looking forward, or maybe out on the earth a foot or two. Our variation here with our legs. So we're going to bend the knees and walk the knees apart and bring the feet together, soles of the feet together. All right, sit up nice and tall. Okay, so it's like a variation of a frog pose, not quite frog. And then you're just gonna play with it a little bit here. Keep the feet together. Maybe you move the feet down and then move the feet up. So it's kind of like you have a paintbrush here between the feet and you're drawing lines up and down. All right. We're going to release the feet and come all the way down. We'll find Crocodile Pose. Hands come underneath the forehead. Feet come wide on the mat. Toes maybe point out towards the sides. And just take a moment here to connect to the earth beneath you. Feel your roots hooking down into the soil. Feel steady. Feel present. Exhaling away anything you don't need or any tension you feel. Inhale, drawing in that love, compassion from Mother Earth. Feel her holding you and keeping you steady. All right, let's bring the feet back together. So something new, something called iguana. So in our iguana, we're going to bring our hands out wide and turn the fingers in towards the center. So the elbows are pointing out towards the sides. Okay, we're gonna roll the shoulders back and down the spine. Gently lift the heart. If this is not comfortable, find Sphinx pose or baby cobra instead. Okay, and then we're gonna just find a little bit of movement here in our iguana. So you're gonna look over one side, push the tops of the feet down towards the earth, and then look over to the other side. And do that a couple more times. All right, we're gonna lower in this iguana, still keeping the head up. Keep the heart up, shoulders roll back and down the spine. And then you're gonna draw the left knee up, kind of like you would in like a cuddle pose or frog pose, okay? And then look over the left side. Maybe you come up a little higher. And then we're gonna lower, slide the left leg back, right leg comes out to the side in that cuddle shape, knee is bent. Maybe you look over from here, or maybe you come up a little higher to look over. Exhale to lower. Sliding the right leg back behind you. All right, let's bring the arms back behind us, palms face down towards the earth. We're gonna look down at the earth, shoulders roll back and down the spine. We're finding Locust Pose. So a little bit of work today, okay? So you're gonna go just as far as it feels good. So lift the heart, look down at the earth. Maybe you lift the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Maybe just the tops of the feet push down towards the earth. You lift the feet, squeeze the inner thighs. Exhale to lower. We're gonna bend the knees and windshield wiper the feet from side to side. All right, one more thing to experiment and play with here on the earth. We're gonna return to our Sphinx arms. Arms are parallel to each other. Shoulders roll back and down the spine, push the earth away from you. From here, we're going to bend the knees. And we're just going to allow the feet to sway from side to side, kind of like that windshield wiper. And then we're going to slowly start walking the knees in towards each other. So your feet are closer to each other. And then you're going to allow the legs to move over, drop over to the left side. You're going to come up on your right arm. And then lower back down. You'll be able to see me on the other side. We're going to come over to the other side, drop the feet over to the right side, come up on the left arm. All right, we come back to our Sphinx arms. We're going to do that a few more times, just moving back and forth here. I have to look to see what this is called. I don't remember. I'm sorry. Okay, one more time in each direction. Maybe just this time the feet are dropping over. Maybe you've had enough movement to find a twist and the forearms stay in the earth. All right, we're gonna lower, find your crocodile. All right, another card. I am the master of my own mind. I am ready to move forward. I am the master of my own mind. I am ready to move forward. All right, slowly making your way back into your tabletop pose. We're going to find some movement here in a low lunge. So stepping the right foot forward. If you need to, you can find blocks to bring the earth up closer to you or come up onto fingertips. And this, we're just going to stay in this low lunge, the runner's lunge, hands to the earth. Sink and settle that left hip down towards the earth. The front of the left hip, I guess, the left thigh. Let's walk the right foot over towards the right side of the mat. Bring the hands towards the inside of the right foot. And we're still going to keep the right knee over the ankle in line with the second or third toe. Just a slight change here and where you may feel it in that front thigh. All right, making your way back into your tabletop pose. And we're going to find heart melting pose or puppy. So hips stay over top of the knees, walking the arms out, melting the heart down towards the earth. I am the master of my own mind. I am ready to move forward. Gently making your way back into your table. And then your lunge on the other side, left foot steps through. Left knee is over the ankle. You need to walk your feet a little longer on the mat. You certainly can. We're just going to kind of sink and settle here. We'll walk the left foot to the left side of the mat. Bring the hands in. Sink and settle here. So you might feel this now a little more on the inside of the left thigh. Let's find tabletop. Shifting your weight forward, tuck the elbows and lower. Okay, we're gonna go through boat pose, not boat pose, bow pose. I always do that. So we'll do one side and then the other. But if you feel like full bow is in your practice, feel free to do full bow both times. So I'll walk you through the half version. So we'll start off here on our forearms like we would in Sphinx pose. We're going to we'll take the left arm and turn it in so that it goes parallel to the front edge of the mat, the short edge of the mat. Okay, so this is going to be your anchor arm. You're going to push into that arm, bend into the right knee, reach the right hand back behind you. If you can find the foot, if you can't, that's totally okay. Just even bending and try and send the foot towards the right glute. Gently releasing this side. Finding your Sphinx arms. Right arm comes parallel to the short edge of the mat. Bending into the left knee. Reaching the left hand behind you. So we want to push into the right arm to push away from the earth so we're not collapsing in. It also makes it easier to reach for that back foot. So keeping the back foot active. And again, if you can't reach the foot, just focus on sending it towards the glute. Squeeze. Still feel the stretch, especially if that foot is active. And exhale to release. Come all the way down to the earth. Bend the knees and windshield wiper the feet from side to side. All right. Making your way through tabletop to seated, grabbing a hold of your strap. We're already almost out of time. I can't believe it. All right, so we're going to use the strap lying down on the earth. It's going to be for the legs. You can either place it around both feet now or when you come down onto the earth, whatever's easier. When we place the strap around our feet, we want our feet to be active and we want to place it on the toe mounts, the balls of the toes, and not in the arches of the feet. We're going to make our way down onto the floor and legs come up towards the sky. Activating the feet. You might feel a stretch already here. You can always gently pull the straps so that your feet are coming a little closer to the head of your mat, toward your head. All right, let's bring the feet back up, coming to center, flat back, and then sliding the feet along the strap if you have space. Just go as far as you can. And then maybe you sway your feet from side to side. Keeping the feet active. We'll slide the feet back together. Right foot stays in the strap, left foot comes to the earth. Maybe you place it on the earth with a bent knee. All right, keeping the right foot active, gently pulling on the strap so the toes come closer towards the head. If this feels like you could use more, maybe you extend the left leg long. You can always back out a little bit with that right leg by allowing it to come away from the head. And we're just using our arms as weights here. Allow them to hang heavy. All right, so we've already done lots of inner thigh stuff. So we'll just work on the outer thigh now. So if that left foot is on the earth, you're going to keep the strap, sorry, in the right hand. If the left foot is on the earth, you're going to allow that right foot to move away from you and extend the left leg long. Okay, so that right foot's going to come up just as far as it feels good in your body. We're going to place both ends of the strap into the left hand. The right hand's going to come down onto the earth, palm faces down to help anchor you. Keep the right foot active, and then allowing that right foot to drop over towards the left side. I have a wall, but it's okay. As far as it feels good. So your right hip's going to come up off the earth. You might roll over a little bit onto the left hip. Totally fine. We want to feel the stretch along the right side. Keeping both shoulders flat on the earth. If your foot happens to come all the way down to the earth, pick the right foot back up and an inch or two and gently pull on the strap a little bit more. Let's find another card. Let's find a good card. Oh, I hear the beautiful song of my heart, clear and loud for all to hear. I sing the beautiful song of my heart, clear and loud for all to hear. Now on your next inhale, bringing the right leg back up to center. We're going to switch feet. Left foot goes in, right foot comes out. Activating the left foot. We're just starting here with a stretch here for the back of the thigh. So whatever variation feels best for you. And finding just a micro bend in the left knee. Deep inhales in through the nose. And long, slow exhales out through the nose. So we're going to keep the left foot in the strap. See if you can bring the right leg long on the earth. You may have to move the foot away from you a little bit so it's not too much of a stretch. Both hands come in, no, both hands. Both ends of the strap come into the right hand. Left hand comes out to the side, palm down to anchor you to the earth. Drawing the right leg over to, left leg to the right side. I'm even doing it on the right, like the proper leg, and it's still messing it up. It's okay. Deep inhales, long, slow exhales. Here, we'll have this one as our last card. I accept my vulnerability. It strengthens my love of self. I accept my vulnerability. It strengthens my love of self. One more round of breath. And then drawing the left leg up to center. We're going to release the strap, place the strap on the earth. What do you need for the next minute? What shape do you need to make? What movements? What is your body asking for? A little bit more time here. So maybe you have another side, maybe you have another shape. Whenever you are ready, there's no rush. Finding your way into either Shavasana or some variation of something on the earth that will help you to relax, sink, and settle. Once you get there, connecting once again to your breath, taking deep inhales in through the nose and long, slow exhales out. I accept my vulnerability. It strengthens my love of self. I sing the beautiful song of my heart, clear and loud for all to hear. I am the master of my own mind. I am ready to move forward. Feeling the touch points of your body on the earth. With every exhale, softening your body, sink a little more into the earth. Maybe you feel the roots growing down, growing out, kind of like the roots of a tree. Allow the roots of your body to spread past your body. Make it bigger than you are here on the earth. Allow the roots to hold you safely in place. So, if at any point in the next day or during the weekend or your week, if you feel like your head or even your body is up in the clouds or blowing in the wind, find your roots. Whatever's touching the earth, feel them move down. Feel the roots there, allow them to spread. Hook into the soil. Feel steady and safe. Just like a tree, even though your roots grow wide, keep you grounded. Allow yourself to bend and sway in the wind as you move through your week or your day. So the tree bends so it doesn't break, still connected to the earth, but allowing for a little bit of movement, a little bit of ease. And always coming back to that steady, solid self. Gently bringing your awareness back into this space. Perhaps finding small movements in your body. Maybe those small movements become big movements. Whenever you are ready, rolling over to one side, whichever side is calling for you. And then gently making your way up to seated. And once you get there, lowering or closing your eyes. Taking deep inhales in through the nose and long, slow exhales out. As you inhale, I invite you to inhale whatever it is that you need for your day, your weekend. And exhale anything standing in your way. The light in me sees and honors the light in each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful weekend.